Hey guys, this is your flower girl Shelly. So I am about to do a germination test, and I wanted to show you what one of the suggestions on how to sow the seed is written in a certain magazine, and my method actually negates most of the recommendations, and I want to show you what that looks like. So here I have the colored tag that I'm going with for the year of 21, and this is how I do my filing. And the dots, the colored dots, go by what year I'm going with, or what year I'm harvesting the seed in. And I have, I don't know, maybe 10 different colors that I rotate throughout each year, so that I know just by sight when I go to open the container that it's in, if I see a yellow dot without even looking at the date, this is just for your purposes actually, then I know that yellow goes to the year 2021. So this is what I have here. I have the seed, I have the Q-tip, I have the vial, and I did pre-labeled it, so that's all ready to go. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get this Q-tip wet, and I'm going to get it pretty saturated. But I'm also going to wring it out too, because the idea is to have it moist, not wet. So what I'm going to do there is I'm going to put this vial right in its little incubator holder. This is the cotton swab that I got damp, and I cut it just enough so that it would fit snugly inside there with the lid closed on top of it. And I'll just keep that turned around so you can see what I'm doing here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to gather these seed. I mean, you could use a Q-tip, but for this purpose I'm just going to set them in here. And a good range of numbers is to do 10 seed. That way you can get an average count of the germination ratio. So if you get 2 out of 10, then you could basically say that that's average 20%, or and so on. So that's how that works. So I'm going to drop 10 seed in there. Let's see, I have 3, 6, okay, there's 10 in there. So I'm just going to go ahead and put the sticker all the way around. I'm going to close the lid so the seed are just all around that, all around the cotton swab there. And then I'm going to get my sticker, because we're going to refer back to this, because I want to show you the germination process. It's really cool actually. So that I'm just going to stick right on top of that there. So we have the labeled vial, Cleome, little fountains, and this gets 1 to 2 feet tall, and it's an annual, and it's an heirloom too, and the bees, oh my god, they love this plant. They're constantly feeding off of it, and that's what I love about this plant. versus the regular Cleome flowers. This seems to do well in any condition whatsoever. Poor, great soil, it doesn't seem to matter. It makes its way seemingly despite all of that. So at least in my area, it comes through each and every time, and I love it. And if you don't want it, it's super easy to pluck out of the ground if it's in an unwanted area. And these do reseed themselves, which is also another benefit that I like. But anyway, we'll go over that this summer or spring or whatever. Later on anyway. I'll show you what the real flowers actually look like. I have a ton of photos that I could put up as well. So, and I don't do anything special with this. I'm just going to put this in the corner. It's going to be, actually, see that corner right there? It's an indirect light. I'm just going to put this, just set this on top of the unit over there and call it good. And I'll check back with you. And I will be checking this every day, so if you do practice this at home, make sure that you check these like twice daily. Don't open it until you start seeing signs of life, until it starts actually breaking the shell and germinating, because you want this as an incubator. You want the air to stay in until it starts growing, and then you pop the top and then let it grow on, and then I'll show you how to utilize this whole thing later on. You may have seen that in another clip that I planted in the house in a pot. Same principle. So that is what I have for you today, and I'll see you on the next one, and let's see if this will germinate shorter than 14 days, and there's no pre-chilling whatsoever. I mean, this was drying in the house for a few months. It's winter now, so, or, you know, close enough. I mean, it did snow today, so let's see how long that takes to germinate. And that's what I love about this whole process that I discovered, is it takes literally 1 to 7 days to get these most of the seed to germinate, and no special requirements whatsoever. So this will help save on your greenhouse costs as far as the equipment, the jiffy pots or whatever it is that you put them in, the lighting, the watering. I mean, it gets real expensive. So this is my adaptation to problem solving all those current issues. So I will see you on the next one.